Hi, we're Coast Technology Group, and we'd like to be your technology partner in your home or business.
Come see what simple, reliable technology can do for you.
Our team has over 150 years of combined IT experience. Whether you need a full IT management provider or audio and video support, we have the means to get the job done right. We offer remote monitoring and management, cybersecurity, and network infrastructure services. We'll help you design the right system with our high-definition surveillance cameras and cutting-edge smart alarm systems. Football stadiums, cafes, schools, churches, and residential homes have all found success with our services. Coast Technology Group can find the solution to fit any budget because helping your business grow while maintaining safety and security is our main goal. Coast Technology Group. Simple, reliable technology.
Well, welcome in on this Sunday live edition of the Texas Weather Lab. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austin Bowling. Hopefully you had a wonderful weekend. I know it was busy for us. We wrapped up the T-ball season back on Friday. We had a great day on Saturday to kind of get out and about. Had a little bit of a rumble of thunder out there this morning, and then been watching a little bit of softball here for this evening. Anybody watch that Tennessee game at all? Yeah, that was a little bit of a wild game there, but we're getting ready for this new week. And we are talking about the threat of additional rainfall. Yeah, stop me if you've heard that one before. After a record-setting April month of rain, we've seen some off and on waves of heavier rainfall here in recent weeks, but there is some pretty significant rain that's going to be coming through for the rest of this week. So hopefully you've gone ahead and mowed that lawn, or you were able to take care of it this weekend and knock that out before more rain comes through. Maybe not tonight, but tomorrow night, Tuesday afternoon, again into Thursday. So kind of get the picture here. Numerous waves of rain and storms. Some of them could be strong as we go through the rest of this week. Now, first off, I want to thank the great folks that make the Texas Weather Lab what it is, the free resource for you and your family during severe weather season. Miss Kim Thomas and the Kim Thomas Real Estate Team want to help you navigate the craziness that can be the housing market. Maybe you're trying to list your home, and maybe you're in the military. It's PCS season. You're moving out, you're coming in. She has 20 years of experience helping our military and our local citizens here with finding their dream home or just listing their home as well. So give her a call, 580-704-9916, or find her at 1701 Northwest Cache Road. Maybe you've had some storm damage here recently. Maybe you've got a new driver in the family. Maybe you've got a new golf cart or a new motorcycle, and you're looking to find a policy for it. My friend Vincent Saylor, the State Farm agent here in Lawton, wants to help you out with that. He can be found at 2401 West Gore Boulevard. That's the glass and green, old school looking gas station building right next to Wright Donuts, down the road from Toast and Jam. You can find him 580-699-2771. And of course, the folks that always make this what it is from the beginning, the great folks from the Coast Technology Group. Maybe you're trying to get your man cave squared away. Maybe you have an office space that you're trying to get the IT down. Maybe you're trying to get some minor bugs figured out with your computer. Maybe you're trying to get the Google Home set up as well. They want to help you with all of that. Give them a call at 580-357-4482. Now you're taking a look at how things played out for today. We did start out here in the Lawton area at 68 degrees and got up to about a high of 88 here in Lawton. That's pretty much same story, save for just starting a degree cooler down in Wichita Falls. That's pretty much on track for where we should be for this time of the year. Again, 89 degrees is the average high in both locations, 65 the average low for both locations. Now, we did pick up around a tenth to a quarter an inch with some of the rain and storms that came through earlier on this morning with that complex diving south right along Interstate 35. But we're looking back at the totality of this year with rainfall, and we've seen 20.83 inches of rain so far through 5 months of the year so far. That puts us 10 inches above where we should be for this time of the year. Wichita Falls coming in just about 2 inches below that at 18.51. And again, we're going to be adding quite a bit more to that as we go through the next several days. Now, here is your forecast for Monday. We do expect to see some of those storms getting going, I'd say around dinner time. So you notice the thunderstorm icons out towards the west. So we do expect to see those right around dinner time and shortly later. So during the daylight hours is kind of what I'm going with this forecast here. So you start to see those storms shortly after 6, 7 o'clock over towards Cordell, Hobart, Frederick, and out towards the west. Those temperatures are going to be quite toasty throughout the day. We're going to see quite a bit of sunshine up until about 5, 6 o'clock. So 95 in Hobart and Mangum, 97 Altus, 96 in Frederick. The areas I-44 and east over towards I-35, you're still warm and humid into the upper 80s to mid 90s. It's not until later on in the evening, probably closer to 10, 11 o'clock, that we see the storms closer to I-44 and then probably closer to midnight out towards I-35. Southeast winds checking in about 15, gusting to 20. So here is your severe risk. The level 1 risk gets to about Oklahoma City, Chickasha, Central High, down through Temple, Randolet, and points towards the west. The level 2 slight risk has been added for areas around Clinton, down through the Corn Bible area, down through Tomstead, Lake, Friendship, Elmer, and west out into the Texas Panhandle. So storms, as I mentioned, getting going right around 6 o'clock in the evening tomorrow, and then lasting, at least in our neck of the woods, our corner of the state, through about 2 o'clock in the morning. Again, for both of these days that I'm talking about the severe threat, the tornado threat is not zero, but it is on the lower side. So we can never quite count it out ever. But again, the bigger threat is going to be that of some golf ball size hail and some 70-mile-per-hour winds. So keep that in mind. These storms will gradually weaken as they come into the I-44 corridor, Highway 81, Interstate 35, but they still will have some heavy rain and some brief gusty winds and quite a bit of lightning. So it might be a little loud heading into Monday night. So here you go. There is the forecast for Monday night. Most of us expecting rain and storms. Temperatures by Tuesday morning will be in the upper 60s out towards Eric, Mangum, and Hollis, low to mid 70s elsewhere across southwest Oklahoma. Now, as we look ahead towards Tuesday, that's where we do expect to see the next cold front sweeping through. So we do expect to see during the mid-afternoon hours, somewhere around the 3, 4 o'clock time frame, that cold front's going to be diving in from the northwest, and it is going to help give rise to a pretty strong line of storms coming through. Again, hail and gusty winds, the main threats here, but looks like 90 degrees ahead of that front in Mangum, 88 in Hobart, 85 Anadarko, 86 here in Lawton and Walters, 83 Sulphur, 85 in Duncan and in Ardmore. Those south winds picking up to around 20, gusting to 25 miles per hour. So there is the risk area for Tuesday now. And you have that level 1 risk out towards the west, but the level 2 does include El Reno down through Anadarko, Apache, Cache, down through Frederick, and points towards the east. So over towards Duncan, Waurika, Ringling, Marietta, Ardmore, Sulphur, Pauls Valley. Where we expect to see some of those stronger gusty storms. So could get started a little bit earlier in the day this time for Tuesday, in that 3 to 4 range out towards Highway 283, and then continuing with that front working its way through into the early morning hours of Wednesday. So again, large hail could be golf ball or larger, and damage winds in excess of 70 miles per hour. So pretty much same threats. It's just more so west on Monday night and more so east heading into Tuesday night. There does come the risk of some heavier rainfall with this round coming through on Tuesday night. So the Weather Prediction Center is highlighting the area, again, pretty much same area as the front. That level 2 slight risk is El Reno, Anadarko, Carnegie, Cache, Indiahoma, down to Snyder, Davidson, and Frederick out towards the east. So again, Highway 81, Interstate 35, central, eastern, northeastern Oklahoma, green country, expecting to see a little bit higher chance at seeing some significant rainfall out of this. And that could be on the order of 2 inches in spots with some of the heavier storms. So that's something we need to be watching out for. Again, flooding rains are going to be a concern. And with these coming through during the overnight hours, I know you know some of the typical spots that flood, so you know to avoid those, but don't try and cross a flooded roadway, especially at night when you cannot gauge how deep that is, or even if the road is still there. So it's best to just avoid those flooded roadways heading into Tuesday night. Now, come Wednesday, the front will have passed through the region. I do expect to see more of a mostly cloudy to cloudy sky. That's going to cut our highs down. Could be 71 up in Norman, 72 in Chickasha, 75 in Lawton, 77 in Walters, closer to 80 in both Frederick and Hollis. Now, there will be a bit of a northeast breeze that will bring in some drier air out of northeast about 10. So cloudy and a little bit cooler as we go towards the middle of the week. So here is a look at your rain chance forecast here as we go through the next several days. And you can see how our chances do go up for the next couple of nights here. So mainly Monday night has that good chance again after about 6 o'clock. Then we'll see the earlier start during the afternoon for Tuesday, keeping about that 60% chance. And it looks to be a little bit more widespread for the middle and eastern part of our area come Tuesday night. Wednesday during the day is quite a bit of clouds, but there's another round that comes through Wednesday night into Thursday and then lingers a little bit heading into Friday as well. So each day has at least a 40, if not 60% chance at rain coming up here in the near future. So staying wet all the way through the upcoming weekend as well. So this first half of June actually looks to start on the wet side. So here is a look at your 7-day forecast brought to you by the great folks, my good friends over at the Coast Technology Group. And you can see temperatures will slide a little bit as we head towards Wednesday and we get that break during the day, that mostly cloudy sky, temperatures in the mid 70s. But again, tomorrow evening, Tuesday afternoon is where we expect to see that threat of some strong storms with large hail and damaging winds. Can't rule out the tornado threat, but again, it is not the primary threat with any of these. Mid 90s, so still quite toasty here tomorrow, right around 70 degrees. So a muggy start on Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon, back up to the mid and upper 80s. That cooler day is there Wednesday, but another round of scattered storms coming through Thursday, Friday, all the way into the weekend. But this time temperatures are back on the upswing again. Morning lows right around 70 degrees. Afternoon highs going to be in the upper 80s to lower 90s. So we've got that stretch there where things are going to stay quite toasty heading towards the upcoming weekend. Now, again, want to give you a quick look at what this may look like as far as the storm threat goes. And we may see some of those scattered storms coming through here towards the tail end of the evening tomorrow. So I've started things out here. Here is June 2nd at 7 a.m. So this is coming up tomorrow morning. Not much to find out there. And as we go towards, there's about lunchtime, not much to find out there just yet. We get towards, there's 4, 5, 6. You could start to see those storms lining up on the doorstep of Highway 83. Right around the Childress, Paducah, Guthrie, Texas areas. So again, after dinner time is what we're looking at here, heading towards the evening hours for Southwest Oklahoma. So we expect to see some of those scattered storms on there. Got Tatum Hotman in here, just hopped on. Is it late tomorrow night that it hits? Trying to finish the playoffs. Yeah, some of us got a head start. But I'm trying to time it out through you here, Tatum, just so you have an idea of when these storms will be coming through. I know most of those games either start around 6 or they start around 7:15, 7:30. So this is 6 o'clock. So the first games should be no problem here. Trying to click back over here so we can get this running again. So there's 7, 8. We start to see that coming through the Mangum, Altus areas. And then as we go towards 9 o'clock, where it's going to be close. So again, those 7:30 games, we'll have to watch towards the tail end, whether it be softball, baseball, t-ball, anything like that. Here in the Lawton area, have to watch those tail end of those late games where you'll have those scattered storms. So again, these storms will be weakening, but again, they will have lightning with them. So that will force folks off the fields here again, closer to 9:30. Then you can continue to see at least some lingering storms sticking around 10 towards Highway 81, and then all the way up towards Oklahoma City by 11, I-35, coming up through midnight, even into the early morning hours. There's still some lingering downpours and some rumbles that stick around here. We'll see a little bit of a break here Tuesday morning, and then you start to see our front is starting to line up here up towards the northwest. So let me hop over here to the next model, and let's just see what we've got coming up here. We've got to get the later run here and see what we've got. So here is still trying to keep too many showers around here for the morning and midday. So here is 1 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon. And you could see that front starting to get going up there. Clinton, Mangum. It's where you start to see that front taking shape here, heading into Tuesday afternoon, 4 o'clock. And then closer to 6, 7, you see that line is now closer to El Reno, Anadarko, Apache, down through Cache and Frederick. And then it skips ahead to 10 o'clock. So there's that line now through Pauls Valley, coming into the Hilton area, down through Ringling, Ryan, all the way down into the Wichita Falls area. So by 10 o'clock, it will have cleared Chickasha and Lawton. And then heading into the overnight hours, does take a little bit of a break. And then we'll watch for additional rain chances. Again, that's the 4th, so that's Wednesday. It's Wednesday night into Thursday that we'll see even more rain coming on the way here. So again, quite a bit of rainfall on the way here over the next several days. So things are going to stay on the soggy side for much of this week. Again, after dinner time coming up here on Monday, during the afternoon and evening hours on Tuesday. Wednesday takes a bit of a break during the day. And it's again Wednesday night into Thursday, slightly lower Friday, and then again off and on throughout the weekend as well as things start to dial up with the temperatures here. So again, make sure you pay attention to the forecast. We're not expecting any widespread outbreak of severe weather, but again, damaging winds, large hail need to be watched out for with these storms. The tornado threat is not zero, but it is not the biggest threat over the next couple of nights. So hopefully you find ways to get some sleep tonight. And then again, hopefully you can get the sound machine going for the next few nights so that you are not bothered by some of these storm chances here. But obviously we will keep you updated as we go through the next several days. Hey, I'm pretty excited about this. New things just came in. We're going to get some tower cams out here over the area. So I know we're trying to find one here in the Lawton area to place, and there are 2 more. So still looking for some suggestions on where to place these over in Stevens County, maybe Duncan, maybe Marlowe, out towards the west, looking at maybe Altus, possibly Frederick. So if anybody's got any ideas about where we can place these so we can get some great views of not only the great goings on in these places and the wonderful downtowns that are out there, but anytime any of the weather comes through, we finally have a way to see what's going on. These move, these go up and down. So got to be able to see everything coming through here. So super excited about these. Looking forward to getting these in your neighborhood. So if you are aware, I know I'm kind of reaching out to the emergency managers in each of these counties to kind of figure out a place to put these. But if you know of a decent place, maybe you've got a tower, maybe you've got a business you're wanting that's perched on top of, wanting a little bit of exposure, would love to talk to you about this. You either find my Facebook page and message me there, go to TexumberWeatherLab.com, send me a message there, but would love to work with you, set one of these up, and hopefully we can get a few more of these down the line and make sure that we have a good comprehensive view of everyone here in Southwest Oklahoma so that we can see those storms as they come across the region. So again, hopefully everybody had a wonderful weekend. Again, not expecting much of the way of weather here during the day tomorrow. Just going to be sweating it out here after a day in the 90s, but get ready for more storms after dinner tomorrow. And then a little bit earlier in the day coming up here on Tuesday. So again, have a wonderful night. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will keep you updated on those storm chances. Hop in live if we need to coming up for this week. So have a great night, and we'll see you for the next show coming up on Wednesday night. Take care.